Hey everyone, it's Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. I hope the first half of your week is going well. I have some goodies in to share with you today, kind of a hodgepodge of things. We have a bunch of new Alexandra Renke washi tapes and some other fun stuff, so let's just jump in. I'm going to start off. We have a couple of essentials and tools that we got in. First, we got back in more of these round pop dots. These are the 0.2 inch in diameter round pop dots. They are perfect for slider cards, also for the On a Hinge stamp and die sets from Tailored Expression. So we had sold out of those, but we have more back in. They're a great bargain. You get 576 of these little babies in a package for just $2.75. In the way of tools, we got in some more bone folders. You might remember a couple of weeks ago, we got in the Teflon bone folders from Dress My Craft. And this is another bone folder from the same company. This is an ergonomic bone folder, so you can see that it looks much different. Instead of being kind of the long, skinny shape of most bone folders, this one has a little bit different shape. I will tell you that this one does not say on it that it's Teflon. It kind of feels like it. It's very heavy. And here is a sample of something that I scored and then creased using that bone folder, and I do not see any of the shiny, so I can't tell you for certain that it's a Teflon one, but it seems like it, and it certainly seems to work like it. And any of you that maybe have arthritis in your hands or something like that might find that this one is a little bit easier to work with than the typical bone folder. It kind of fits better in the palm of your hand. So some of those came in. We got in some paper and some fun embellishments. This is a small paper pad from Studio Light. They are a company from the Netherlands, and this is an A6 pad, which roughly translates to 4 by 6. It's a little wider than 4 inches and a little bit shorter than 6 inches, but it actually is a perfect size for card making. These are single-sided sheets, and there are 12 different patterns, and you get 3 of each pattern. And I really like this one because it has definitely more of kind of that masculine, grungy look to it. And I thought with Father's Day coming up, or even if maybe you need to make a graduation card for a boy, that this might be a great paper pad to have. And it's really reasonable. All those papers, just $4.50 for that. I am really excited about this next little embellishment. These are also from Dress My Craft. They are the same company that does the bone folders. And these are clear water droplets. And this particular package, these are 4 millimeter. So they are very tiny. You can see there is my thumb. And you get 100 of them in a package, and they are not self-adhesive. You do have to glue them on, but great for all your spring projects, maybe on florals or your beachy scenes or underwater scenes. Anytime you want to have some water droplets or just a fun embellishment, these would be great. They also have another size up, 6 millimeter, which I ordered, but they were out of stock. So hopefully I'll be able to get that in soon so that you can have a variety of sizes. All right, I mentioned I have some washi tape, and I do. These are washi tapes from Alexandra Renke. We have had them before, and they are so much fun. I have kind of 3 different categories. This is from their Midori line, and this is kind of art supplies. This one is their color tubes or paint tubes that you can see there. This is a wider washi tape. It is 40 millimeters wide, and I think that maybe those are color names on there, it looks like. We also have this one. I know a few people that are probably going to be interested in this one. It's called Ink Pot, and you can see it has all these different ink pots on it for use with the pens, and you can see there's kind of some splatters, like some of the ink has splattered. That is a little bit narrower than the other one. That one is 30 millimeters wide. The next grouping that we have is from their spring collection, and this one is called Gum Tree, and you can see these pretty leaves on here, and apparently these must be gum tree leaves. They look kind of to me like I can't remember what kind, but anyhow, I think they're very pretty. I love kind of the pretty watercolory effect. You can see that there is some text in there as well. I'm thinking that may be some Latin text for the gum tree name. The next one we have is the Willow Catten, catkin, and you can see these are little pussy willow branches. So cute. This one is the 30 millimeter. The gum tree was the 40 millimeter. And finally, another 30 millimeter that we have is the birch leaves. And you can see here the branches with the pretty leaves on there. And again, some text in the background. And the final grouping of them that we have is from their underwater collection. Underwater and sea things are always so popular, and I think these will be as well. This first one is called Blue Mermaid. It's always hard to see these because they're wound up, but there you can see, I think there is a mermaid, but there's also some fish on here. Looks like maybe some seahorses and bubbles. So just lots of great underwater things on that one. This one is called Underwater World, and it looks like we have some corals and seahorse and jellyfish on this one. And both of those are 40 millimeters, so they're the wider. And this last one is a 30 millimeter, and it is just called Seahorses. And there you can see the seahorses and some other underwater plant life on that one. So, fun washi tapes. All right, next up we have the last in the line of new stencils from Diane Reevely from the Delusions line. This one is the Doodle It stencil, and you get 2 stencils, and each stencil has 2 different patterns on it. We also got back in the latest 3D embossing folder from Tim Holtz. This one is called Elegant. You can see the beautiful flourishes on it. Here is a sample of one of Tim's 3D embossing folders. This is actually a little bit different embossing folder. The design is a little bit different, but it's very similar, and I just wanted you to see that so that you can see the level of detail that you get in these embossing folders. They are really pretty. Also got back in the Funny Farm stamp set from Tim. This set has been really popular. It has all these whimsical farm animals on it with these punny sentiments that go along with each of them. And of course, we had a class where we did this here a few weeks ago. It was lots of fun. We used some black and white papers and some bright colors and created some really fun cards with these. Make a great note card set for someone. Finally, last things I have to show you are some pigments that we got in. We got back in some of the Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. These are some of their latest colors, which are much more pale colors. Here we have Pink Haze, and this one is Pale Yellow, and there is Pale Violet. And finally, there is Pale Orange. So if you missed out on those before, we have them back in stock. We've also gotten in some more of the Ranger Archival ink in Jet Black. That is always a very popular pad, and I like to be sure that I have some of that. And last but not least, we finally got back in the newest colors from the Dina Wakley Media paint line. These are her more pastel-y colors. There is Sand, Carnation, Mineral, Apricot, Aloe, and Heather. So if you missed out on any of those and we had them before, we have them all back in stock, and it's your chance to stock up. All right, that is all that I have for you right now. I hope you all have a great evening, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.